What's up, Emmy?
Hey guys,
Emmy,
How you feeling?
so where's Tony and everybody else?
Tony is in his head. I tried calling Winter. She's not awake.
Okay, so can you explain to us from your POV why you did not do anything when Louis got taken hostage?
So when McGregor and them came, they were like pointing their guns at us, and then Emmy Bella told them to choose Louis because he was one with the red mask, and we all just kind of stared at each other and
Who
froze.
is Emmy Bella?
And then, um, I don't know. I don't
The
think she's
other
affiliated.
hostage they had.
Yeah.
The original hostage they had.
Okay, and then?
We all stared at each other and froze, and then I think Louis tried stalling, but we still didn't do anything. And Louis dropped his gun and just went with them. And by the time we reacted to what happened, Winter went outside with her gun, but they were all still holding their guns outside. And I guess they stole Tony's car. And then after they left, Winter shot Emmy, and that's what happened. But there is no reason why we didn't defend Louis. We were just being dumb, and we froze.
Holy. Holy. When you say froze, literally just stood still, not even say a word?
We all just stared at each other, and then Louis went with them, and then we looked at Winter and we asked, "What are we supposed to do?" And Winter ran out with her gun and then came back after seeing them
Why did you not
gunshots.
roll out after?
We they stole our car, so we had to go find a car.
How
and
did
by
they
the
steal your
time we
car?
I don't know. I don't know how they took Tony's car. Louis, do you know that part? Because we were confused how it
Got no
got to
clue.
Mirror Park.
And then what happened?
We stole a car, and by that time, Louis called Winter, I think, and we went to go. They went to go pick up Louis.
So how wait, Louis, from your POV, how long was this whole scenario?
From Southside, got taken to behind the vault for 24/7. For 24/7, you know, you probably have to do a safe and shit, and then like wait like 5 minutes. So the whole thing probably like about like 15 minutes.
So what did you do for the 10-15 minutes when you after you realized that Tony's car got stolen? I mean,
In that 10-15 minutes, Winter shot Emmy, and then we realized Tony's car got stolen, so we ran to go find a car to lockpick, and then
huh?
we were driving up.
What don't you have other cars in different parking lots?
That none nearby because we were at the makeshift casino across from the strawberry cash.
Okay, so did you end up lockpicking a car?
Yes, we did lockpick a car.
And then?
And then I think Winter lockpicked her own car because she kind of ran away from us. By that time, Louis called Winter. By the time we got
So it took you 15 minutes to lockpick a car.
No, I mean, we lockpicked a car and Winter wasn't in our car, but she radioed to us that Louis called her.
How did that take 15 minutes though?
I don't know.
Did you all
'Cause
sit
Winter
around?
had a side
Tell me the truth.
conversation with Emmy.
Who
Yeah.
the fuck? A side conversation?
Yeah, we went out. We saw Emmy Bella. Emmy Bella was talking shit to Winter, and Winter talked shit back. to her,
What
and then
gang
Winter
is Emmy
shot
Bella
her.
from?
I don't think she's affiliated now. Winter told her you shouldn't have done that. Shot her. We looked back. Tony's car wasn't there. Tony was pissed off that they stole his car. We didn't know how they stole his car. He tracked it. It was randomly in Mirror Park gas station.
First of all,
Tony
why
is
wasn't
related
Emmy
now
Bella
if you
just?
want
If
me
you
to
guys know she's not part of no goddamn strong gang, why didn't you just put a bullet in her head?
That's what Winter did.
So she put a bullet in Emmy Bella's head.
Yes.
Okay. And then after that, how long was this conversation before she put a bullet in her head?
maybe like 2 minutes, a minute.
Two, two. Okay. So there, it was a convo then, huh? Like hey,
Winter
why did
said,
you do
"Why did
that?
you do that?"
Uh huh.
And then she said, "Well, Mac told me to choose someone with the flag. I told him the one with the red one. I just chose." And then Winter said he
Okay.
shouldn't have done that.
Okay. Okay. And so after freezing, it took you 10 to 15 minutes to lockpick a car. So let's say
Um,
it's a 15-minute timer. 2 minutes is off the clock.
uh,
13 minutes to go. What happens in that
we
13 minutes? You're searching every
we
car.
we ran to a car. We ran to across from the Fleeca on Adam's Apple.
How
I locked
far?
picked
How
a
far was that
car.
car from the location?
Maybe we ran like 2 minutes. I lockpicked the car. We asked Winter where she was, and she said she lockpicked her own car. We looked around, um, and we called Winter, and
Wait, so let me get
so
this right. Let me get this right, right?
Tony got
It,
his car.
you guys then decide to run all the way to the fleeker at Adam's Apple from where you are when the tow yard's just there, which Tony has a tow truck that he could have pulled out, thus meaning you got a car fucking quicker and then we're able to do something. But instead of doing the easier option, you guys running around trying to find a fucking car.
Yes, that's what happened.
Uh,
Where is this makeshift casino? Is it the one I've been to?
Um, it's the one where you have to roll a dice for blackjack. It's
By the VU.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in that area, you didn't find a car you could lockpick.
No, we ran north, and I saw a car out in front of the Fleeca, and I started lockpicking the car.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I need Tony and Winter here. Where's Winter?
She's not awake, but do you want me to tell Tony to come
Yeah,
here?
please. This is crazy. This is something, man.
It's me. Is he in his head still?
Nah, this what demotion, chat? Demotions do
Okay.
nothing. Demotions do nothing. You want to know why I think demotions do nothing, chat?
Did you see
Because
how long
we're
he's
so
gonna be
down
in his head
bad,
or no?
it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? If you were in like a stronger group and then you get demoted, you feel it. You feel like, oh fuck, I got demoted.
10
You know?
minutes.
Right now it's like, oh, I got demoted, but I'll do everything else the same still. You do the thing with the egg, the avocado. Thank you. Were you guys the only one that was awake?
Yeah.
Yes. There's only us 5 awake.
What time was this?
It's around
Next storm.
3 or 4 a.m. EST.
Jokes.
Form of punishment
Actual
there
jokes,
should
yeah.
be.
Oh, Tony, welcome. Welcome back, Tony. Glad to have you here.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to grab some food.
Oh, no, it's important to
Chocolate.
eat. It's important to eat, yeah. You still eating, buddy?
Excuse me. I'm at full attention.
Okay, so you want to explain to us why you let your friend Louis Blanc here get caught hostage and didn't do anything about it?
Um, Honestly, it was a complete fuck up on my side. I was just indecisive as hell. I felt like I wanted to shoot, but at the same time, I pushed the responsibility to make the call to shoot on other people rather than just shooting. That's the quickest explanation.
Oh, okay. But that's very fair. Do you feel like you could have broken line of sight and maybe pulled out a gun in the 2 minutes that you all froze when McGregor arrived?
Yeah, that's why I say it's my fault because I was away from the group because I was at the gambling table. I could have just either walked up. The
Wait,
other
wait,
guy could
wait.
have
You were
maybe.
not even being held up yourself, and you were just watching all this?
I was separate from the group because the group stepped aside while I was at the gambling table.
Whoo! Okay, and so after I know what happened. So after Louis got taken, the Winter went talk to Emmy, right? Emmy Bella, and
Yeah.
put a bullet
I
in her
think
head.
so, yeah.
What did you do in this time?
Honestly, I didn't pay attention to the Emmy part. I was wondering where my car went because they specifically stole my car and moved it so we couldn't chase after them.
So then you decided to were you pushing to perhaps retaliate and maybe figure out where they took Louis? It's okay to be honest. It's okay to be honest, man.
I just remember just falling, just running to go get a car after that.
I have a question. It's in my. I'm trying to rack my brain here. So, Louis gets taken. They go out to your car. They have enough time to
Hello?
get your car.
Benji.
while holding-
Michael Rizal Plock said that you wanted to speak with me.
I need to speak to you.
There were some people
Hmm.
outside.
We will talk in
I'm free
about.
right now.
I have 3 meetings lined up because people know that
No-
I'm going
not
to
a-
be the
not a
future
problem.
mayor. Can you wait?
I absolutely. How long are you thinking?
'Cause we were
I'll try to keep it less than an hour. Okay.
Okay. If I need to run, Benji, I'll do
Yeah,
you the
yeah.
courtesy of sending you a message first. Okay.
I like you already, man. That's a courtesy that people don't do nowadays, man. They don't do it
Yeah,
nowadays,
not
Michael.
Wrong. You're not wrong. I have another courtesy to extend to you, but we'll talk about that in
Okay,
person.
I will see you soon.
All right,
I'll see you
Benji.
soon.
Talk
Okay,
soon. Yep.
goodbye.
Yep. Bye bye.
So at the material hub, we were there.
Oh, shit. I'm
because
trying not to
Midsummer's
talk while
invited
I'm eating,
me
but
and
I'm listening to
everybody
everything that's
gamble.
happening.
So we did. Initially, McGregor came in, took Emmy Bella as the hostage. You guys know that part. And then about 5 to 10 minutes later, they came back and then made Emmy choose somebody with a flag on. I think it was for me, it was during that time. I think they moved my car so that because McGregor initially purposely made her do that because Blue was the only one with the flag on, and
No,
moved my
Winter had her
car.
flag on, I think, as well.
Did she?
I think you meant like the red flag, the all red. That's the one I was wearing.
Oh,
So
I'm eating avocado toast, chap.
they
High
did-
fiber,
for me,
high
McGregor did
protein.
on
You know
purpose
what's
'cause
up?
He knew what he was doing by bringing Emmy Bella back to do that because he wanted to make it seem like it was a game. But they went as far as moving my car so we couldn't retaliate after they take Louis. And then after that, I sat there just waiting on other people to pull a gun, and then instead of just pulling the gun myself and doing something about it. So that's where I fucked up.
Well, nobody's gonna say anything.
Yo.
I'm
Oh,
not talking, Louis.
Oh shit. My bad, my bad. I thought I was tweaking.
So, I mean, we asked Emmy this, Tony. I mean, might as well ask you too. What do you think we should do now, man? How do we make sure this never happens again? Like, what would you do in our shoes, in my shoes?
As an aftermath of it, or
Yeah,
what
right now,
happens
right
then?
now. What do you do to your member, man?
I imagine some form of punishment.
And what kind of punishment is that? Like, what kind of punishment would you hand out here?
Come on, Tony, you're the gang leader. You hear all this. What would be your response? How would you handle it?
I literally have 10 meetings to go to.
At minimum, blood for blood. Either we retaliate or
No, I'm saying the punishment to you, not to Exodus.
then
Do you see what you did was wrong?
yeah.
Reggie, shut the fuck
So-
up.
I am so if you know what you did is wrong and you were so fucking clueless here that you then, when we asked you this fucking question, you then turn around and say blood for. Are you fucking daft? I don't know if I need to spell it out for you, right? Because you're a fucking lawyer. You're a smart person. Stop being a fucking bitch and say what the fuck you would do to the person.
I'd still go for the blood for blood approach then.
What is the? You want me to kill you? I'm asking, what do you want me to do to
He's
you?
saying he wouldn't give. He was saying he wouldn't give the person a punishment in the gang. He would go after Exodus. Is that
Well,
correct?
no. I mean, no. I mean, like at minimum, like honestly, if Louis wants to hurt me over that, I'd probably suggest that at minimum.
You think I'm gonna shoot you over it?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you all this, okay? It's very simple what our situation is, okay? The last time I even felt remotely close to this week was my first 3 months in the city when I was in the goddamn BBMC. Because you couldn't punish anybody no more because they were so dog shit already. You know what I mean? We were so down bad that if you punish somebody, they'd just be a husk. So this is what we're gonna do, Tony, you know how bad it is when I don't have a punishment for you. That's how bad it is right now. So why don't you just go about your day, okay, and know that even though we appreciate you for all the food that you provide us, you are dragging us down to the mud. Okay, I want you to just internalize it. You are the reason even more people are gonna get taken hostage. And hey, if you're okay with that, keep living your fine life, man. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you, man. This is where we are. Emmy, you will not be a full member of this gang because you don't know how to be a full member of this gang yet. So until I see, I don't care about the council, lieutenant, until I see that you're worthy of it, because frankly, it's just making a hostage a full member. And I'm bored of that already, man. We got way too many already. So you can thank your boyfriend who did not do anything when your council leader here got taken. And you can also blame Winter for not providing the right guidance for you. All right, Emmy? Those will be your punishments, okay? Frankly, it's so sad that I'm not even mad right now. You know, like this is unfixable to me. This is basic shit. How are we talking? This gang is not 1 month old, by the way, boys. Yeah, it's 1 year and 1 month. Okay, and Tony's been there for a lion's share of the time. Emmy, I can still forgive a lot of stuff, but you know the basics too. This is just embarrassing, boys. I hope that, you know, I don't know. I hope for a miracle. That's all I can hope for. There's nothing to punish already. I can take your money, I can shoot you, I can hurt you, but at the end of the day, you're just a hostage anyway, you know? You know? That's how strong we are right now. We're just a bunch of hostages chilling out. Just a bunch of fucking civilian hostages just hanging out, doing shit together, man. Fucking whoop-de-doo. So fucking happy. Get the fuck out of here, man. Just leave. Don't even say anything. Just fucking leave. Nobody wants to hear your shit. Nobody wants to hear any of that shit, man. It's fucking, what a joke. That's just a joke. That's just all jokes, bro. That's just all laughter and banter over there, man. Motherfuckers in their own world, bro. Boys, I mean, I'm gonna talk to Winter. Winter is either demoting herself or doing something about Vance, because she's got a double prong problem right now, man. Boys, like legit, I'm losing hope. I'm losing hope in these boys,
You know
man.
what I heard the other day?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Prez brings over his helicopter to show it off to me, right? And I was throwing things trying to fucking make his helicopter blow up at him. And he was trying to hit me with the helicopter, right? Roy says over radio, if he downs you, am I to shoot him? I'm like, no, we're just fucking around. You're good. Like, he already knew that if something happened to me, he should fucking shoot. How do these other two don't?
Well, because they're civilians,
Gabby's
man.
awake. You want to deal with Gabby?
Sure.
Hey, Gabby, come to the armory.
That's the thing that fucking like blew my
Why?
mind. You know, I like, yeah, like I process it, but I'm like still processing it. Does that make sense?
Reggie's the problem. We know Reggie's a problem, chat. Like, you don't even gotta. Hello? We know.
We should probably have HR here too.
It's alright.
No, I forgot about Dragon. But he was awake.
I'm here.
Benjamin, do you want HR here?
That's fine, bro. Does it matter?
Write that down, HR.
Does it even matter?
Hey, yo, HR, you still here?
All I hear from the two of you, y'all just swallow food and do nothing.
I don't know. I was supposed to come
Hold on,
here.
hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
Can I not eat? What's
Just,
going on?
yo, go ahead, man. Just eat, bro.
HR, you still here?
Gabby, listen, Gabby, you were part of the situation where Louis got taken hostage?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this, Gabby. Okay, I'm not. There's no. We don't blame you for any of it. Okay, because obviously, you're barely a gangster. You know what I mean? You're pretty much a civilian. You've been for a long time. But can you tell us how bad it was? Like what you saw as a problem there? Because I know you can analyze that.
Yeah. So like I don't want to like throw people under the bus. And I'm like obviously at fault, so I'm not trying to like point fingers.
That's fine.
But so context, I was kind of pretty much in my head thinking about food. And
Oh, don't worry.
wasn't even
Everybody
facing
is.
the
Me too.
door.
Keep going.
And then whenever I was eating, then I hear like Louis start talking about like, oh, you want me or something, and then I like look over, and then as I didn't see him, like McGregor, until Louis was already leaving with him. And then Winter said, do you guys have a gun? And I said, yes. And then I ran after Winter, expecting her to take her gun out. She didn't take her gun out. So I followed her out the door, expecting to take my gun out. She never took her gun out, then went back inside, like instantly. So then I went back inside, because then Toney and her were back inside. So I was like,
We were told that she pulled her
Sorry.
gun out and ran out.
no, she never pulled any gun. I would have pulled mine out if I saw her pull it. I was waiting for her to pull hers. Emmy was just standing up there, like in my way when I was trying to get down. I was like, excuse me. And I jumped down after Winter,
Jesus
go outside
fucking
expecting
Christ.
to shoot. And then Winter just turns right back inside the second I get outside. And she was out there for maybe like 2 seconds.
Okay, and then?
And then went back inside. Then she just starts going after Emmy. Like, not Emmy Bella. And then says, why did you tell them to take him? And Emmy Bella says something like, oh, I didn't tell him to take him. I just said to pick someone with the flag. And so I was like, so then you did say to take somebody from us because we're the only people with fucking flags on.
And then
She's like, yeah, but no, I didn't say to specifically take him. So she's just being fucking obtuse. And then
Okay.
Winter is like busy talking to her, and then we go outside, see that Tony's car's gone. I was expecting obviously we would follow after them or something.
holy demon.
And then
Holy
Tony's car's
demon.
gone. We find a car in like, I mean, well, we shot Emmy, and then she's like shit talking from the floor. And then we go, okay, let's figure out where his car is. It's in Mirror Park. So then we find a car down the street, not too far. And then it's kind of blurry from that point, but then I know that we ended up getting Louis like within a few minutes. And I was expecting, okay, are we like doing something now? Like what's going on? And then everyone was just in a shit mood and went to bed. So I don't know.
Holy. Holy. Well, that's a different. I mean, like that's more context, I guess. Did it really take 10 minutes to get a fucking lockpick a car?
I don't think it took that long. I felt like it was like we spent probably more time standing at the fucking casino yelling at Emmy and shooting her than we spent finding a car.
Phew.
So how long were you all talking? So how long would you say you all were talking to Emmy for? Like, outside of it. Or whatever?
Well, I feel like the whole thing was under 10 minutes. Like I feel like the including getting the car and everything. I feel like that was like 8 minutes max.
Fuck it.
Including getting the car, and then that's when Louis had like it was fast.
I don't know if anything you all did was fast. To be honest with you.
No, I'm not saying what we did was fast. I'm saying like Louis was like by the time people started freaking even trying to think of something to do, that wasn't just like I felt like everyone was following Winter, which I was too obviously, but I don't know. I wasn't gonna be the only one to shoot and be the only one outside. Especially because like I don't really know like what Louis said to do. Like when he told us what to do after, that would not slide like where I came before, and so
where do you come from before?
The land's far away. I just know that it's much more strict, and I'm not gonna like.
It's just what I was trying to tell you all, Gabby, is right. If
it's like a gray area.
It's just, how like there's like the second level and shit inside the casino. So like if you can like, it's like that everywhere. But the point is, if you can like get somewhere where you can like pull something out, you know what I mean, and do something, then do it. Get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
they're
and that
focused
makes
on
sense.
me. And you see, like even like during the time I'm walking with them, whatever the fuck, they're not looking at y'all. Y'all could have done so much different. Could have done it while like on the car as well. They were all in the car. Like there's so many opportunities to do something. You get me?
Mm-hmm,
but the thing is, right, when we don't do anything, right, especially when it's a fucking council member getting taken hostage, right? What is stopping them from taking anybody else hostage? There's no resistance. They just walk in, hold someone up, take whoever the fuck, walk out, nothing happens.
Well, exactly, but that's why I was confused why once we like got out the door and they hadn't fully gone yet, why nobody pulled guns. So I was like thinking it was like in that gray area of like, oh, we're not supposed to, so I don't really know. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking like that, but then I was also confused why we didn't do anything after the fact, but it just felt like everybody was just in a bad mood because of it and decided fuck this and just didn't do anything.
So after the fact, what you could do is, right, like for example, you go look around what store it is, right? I mean, it's a fucking store, right? The safe takes 5 minutes. Let's say to get there, fucking like 2 or 3 minutes to drive from south side to there.
Which store did you get taken to, by the way?
It was behind the vault.
So it was within the city.
But the point is, so what you could do is, right? You
Bloody hell.
Go there and you do some shit, right? And kind of like what y'all did with that one time with the jewelry store, right? But you see, I can't afterwards, like a day later or some shit, be like, oh, I'm upset, I got taken hostage.
Well, yeah, that's why I was expecting we do something that night, but then like I said, everyone was just like in a bad mood and then went to bed. So
I was full tilted.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
that-
Yeah,
not
which
just-
I don't
it's
blame you,
not-
but I was just like thinking like we were. I don't remember if we even. Like I know we got in the car, and I feel like we just went and picked you up like instantly after that. Once we got the car,
Yeah,
because I think you had already called or something.
that's just
I mean,
sad.
the time y'all spent with Emmy, pretty much the time that's the time I spent fucking
Yeah.
getting taken to the store. Then
Well-
y'all finding a car and whatever fucking bullshit the shit was done.
Do you think Winter did the right thing here, Gabby?
No, I think she like, what's it called? Choked up.
Was it obvious that she choked up a little bit when it came to this reaction?
Yes, she was running like a chicken with her head cut off.
Right. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Gabby. You know, I don't want you to think you're getting punished for anything here because I think in terms of experience, I think you have the least in a gang. So you know.
Yeah, which like, and I like, I don't know. I feel bad obviously for Louis, and I don't know. Like I was ready to do something, but because nobody else did anything, I kind of was like, oh, like you know what I mean. I just didn't want to get in trouble for being the one to do something if I shouldn't.
Well,
as
just so
one of
that you
those
know,
things.
I'll be honest, man. When it comes to defending our people, it's so hard for you to do any wrong. Like no matter what gang that was that took Louis. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like it's just, you know, it's there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you gotta have the heart for it. That's all it is. If you shot there and you all got put down, frankly, we wouldn't even be having any of these conversations because you all did something. It's doing nothing
Right.
that hurts, right? Yeah. But just so you know, Emmy's not going to become full member, and Toney has his own little punishment. He'll figure it out. And you know, you don't gotta worry. Just hope you can. Sometimes even people that are not the leaders have to be the ones that like push people to do the right thing. You know what to do next
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah. So that I don't know. I just now I feel like I have the clarity and I guess the confidence to be able to say to do something
Mm-hmm.
more.
Yeah. The only time you should shut up about any retaliation is if one of the leaders tells you to. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
I tell you I'm done talking about this, I don't want to hear about rolling out, you just stop then. But before that point, you can say how you feel, you know? Okay.
Okay.
We gotta talk to Winter next, man. Fuck's sake. She's not awake, is she? Still not awake?
I don't know. I
Okay,
just woke up.
You counsel, you wanna go meet Nick Simone?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I haven't seen him in
Yeah,
a
let's
while.
go.
Alright.
Oh.
Where's my entourage, man? Did he go to sleep? Fuck, what's the radio?
They went to go do a bench truck
Fucking hell.
because the car was dying. Oh, and they're back. Hey, Rich, how'd it go?
Tell them pick me up from the armory. I need a suit, bro. I need a suit.
Okay, so you got okay. All right. Anyways, just hop in the limo. Marina's already there with a limo to pick you guys up at the hospital, and come to the armory.
Bro.
Yo,
Oh, you have
my
stuff?
God, bro.
Oh, easy.
Y'all are good.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Why not those, bro? No.
Just come to the armory. Come to the
They're at the
armory.
hospital. The day keeps getting better. The
Nah, y'all are
day,
actually good, bro. Why you word it like that, bro?
the days keep.
Bro said, bro, yeah, look, I'm jagging right now, guys. Yeah. Marina's coming to the hospital. Just get in the limo and come back to the block.
Bro, I was
give him
listening to the
some
calls.
mercy.
I was listening to the calls the whole time, and the calls went silent. So I was like, all right, fuck it.
Bro, pre-fucking sent Marina is crazy.